This is Jamie the D, the Mad Welshman, and this is Pathfinder Adventures, Rise of the Rune Lords. I believe it was originally an iOS game. It's been ported to Steam, and it does indeed have a store. It is a £15 game, I believe. There are some, you know, like, in-game currency elements. There are also, let's see, no, not those, not those. There are also cosmetic DLCs, and decks. Let's take a look and see if... Yep, there we go. There is the store Steam-powered page. You might not be able to see it on stream, but that's another £4 for all the cosmetic stuff. And,
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, and even some of the dice are part of the DLC, and in fact there's one here that's, there we go, All Treasure DLC, which is probably also £4, might as well check. Yep, also £4, so, yeah. That's a thing. Also a thing, we're gonna get the bad out of the way right now. If we go to barriers, and level 1, one of these things is not like the others. And in fact, I can scroll all the way through. Oh wait, no, there's another human, Blacksmith's son, so we are getting both binary genders at least.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Eye candy for both orientations.
Yeah, but anyway. How it works, it is single player, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, we have various quests, which we have 3 difficulty levels for. We have not unlocked the other difficulties on this one, but as you can see, each time you get extra gold, and the enemies get extra powers. Currently, we have a pretty standard party. Come on, loading. Come on. Good boy. Okay. As you can see, these are the bog standard Pathfinder characters.
I have to admit, I never actually played Pathfinder.
So this is using sort of Pathfinder-ish rules. It is based on the card game. Yeah, I'd like to...
Oh, I see. So it's called copyright infringement?
No, this is officially licensed as far as I know.
I'm full of crap.
Huh?
Full of crap.
Anyway, you have limited decks, and we'll be just playing through an adventure pretty early in the game. But don't worry, the game doesn't really change. There is a story. As far as I know, it's very similar to the Pathfinder comics by... shit, I'm trying to remember who does it now. Is it IDW? I'd have to double check. Either way, Amico, the warrioress, I think, has been kidnapped, presumably by Amico's brother, who doesn't like her. And other shit is going down. So, general idea. There is a villain in each scenario. Well, most scenarios. There are special henchmen, and there are not special henchmen. The objective is to close all locations and murder the villain in 30 turns. Closing a location usually requires a special thing. For example, if we put Mauriciel and Kyra here, then Kyra has a pretty good chance of closing this area, because it requires a Divine 6 check or banishing a blessing, which banishing gets rid of the card from your deck permanently. Don't worry, you get a chance to replay old things or replay adventures and get cards back or get entirely new cards. Let's go here for... There we go. And we can pick a turn order by dragging portraits. You can already see the dragon click from the iOS original game. So, turn order. At the beginning of the turn, you can give a card to someone else, if you really, really want to. You can move to another location before you explore, but we are exploring here. And unfortunately, yeah. Every time we get a blessing here, we're going to take 2 damage that cannot be reduced. Once we run out of cards in our character deck, which are limited, then that character dies. Oh no!
So basically, you're kind of bollocks at the moment.
That was definitely not the best of starts. I'll definitely agree. However, thankfully, I'd sort of banked on this, and we can at least give Kyra 2 cards back, and hopefully keep the cure in our deck. When you have a skill that applies to a card, you can recharge it. So, for example, oh, what do you know? We found the villain. Shit. This is actually a bad thing. My mother's holy work, so she is a cultist of Lamashtu, mother of monsters. Yep. Your slaughter will feed the rune mill just as Suto's did. Oh dear. Oh dear. Bad things have happened.
Yeah.
And now we get to...
I do apologize, but I have to... Sorry, Jamie.
Yeah, no probs. Take care.
Have fun.
Aye, it was nice to have you, Grump. Yeah, we could close the location, but at this early point there is really no point in doing so, especially since to close the only location we can close that the villain isn't at, we have to banish a card. As noted, that permanently gets rid of it from your deck. Sod that. Choose a character at your location to summon and encounter a Wrathful Sinspawn. We'll let Kyra encounter that. And we won't pass this wisdom check, even though we probably could with help. Oh no! A whole extra 1 difficulty. Let me change this to a dexterity ranged fight, and lo and behold, bam! Wrathful Sinspawn is dead. On a roll of 1, discard this top blessing. Okay. Yeah, somehow I think we're going to actually make this a combat roll, despite the difficulty, because we can discard a blessing, and another character in a completely different location can discard a blessing, and Aurelium is smacked down, and the location is, as far as I'm aware, automatically closed from this point. I could be wrong here. Yep, there we go. Yep. The villain is no longer here, therefore we don't need to be here. Unfortunately, she's now gone to a random different location. Okay, shit. Honestly, we'd probably actually have a better chance here. That's a combat strength check. If we add a die here... Yeah, we can only use one blessing per character. We still have a chance of getting past it, but... No. No. And there's Amiko. Well, that's odd. That's very odd. Isn't she kidnapped? Huh. Well, how about that? Anyway, each character has their own things. So, for example, spells. There are also special abilities, which, to be honest, I'm rarely using at this point. Wizards can recharge arcane cards if they pass the check, which I just about managed. Sometimes you can, well, you can discard blessings to explore a location, or you can discard characters to explore a location. And... no, I'm just gonna let that one pass. And we can move to a different area. Yeah. Yeah, defeat a poison trap henchman to close a location. That seems good. Potion of hiding. Don't really care. But we got it anyway. Okay, I'm going to use a special ability. No, honestly, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good start. We'll keep that. We're not going to reset our hand. We're going to keep with the 2 characters per location. Each character, by the way, is 1 less turn. So, keep that in mind. You can potentially examine more places, but that's probably not a good idea. Anyway, before we even fight, he does 2 range damage to us. Oh no. Let's recharge a shield. And once again, we can just try and wallop the guy. There we go. And that's our turn. Got another blessing back. That at least is good. And there's the henchman. Oh yeah, the wisdom check. Otherwise, it's 1 more difficult. Which, yeah, that's really gonna screw me. We would like to close this location, and honestly, we might as well banish that potion of ghostly form. There we go. The place is closed, and the villain is not here. We might see the sign that the villain is still there after you've closed the location. We might. Wisdom, summon and defeat, succeed in intelligence or knowledge 6 check. Why not? Goblin Snake. Again, adds difficulty. Also, I kind of like the artwork on that card. want to use a spell, or do we just want to wallop it with a stick? Honestly, might as well wallop it with a stick. Throw a blessing in there. There we go. Bye-bye, Goblin Snake. Now, we do have one special card here, which we might end up using. So long as we're not at the end phase here, the discard phase, we can discard this card to move another character to another place, and if we are at the discard phase, we can discard it to move ourselves to another location. This has saved my bacon, occasionally. Anyway, Mariciel has two abilities. She can sneak attack, but only if she's the only character at the location, or she can dodge an encounter, just once. However, a lot of the time, why would you do this? There we go, and we get 1d4 random items, which will mean we're over our hand size. Which means we're going to have to discard cards. I honestly don't use the potions. So it's not a difficult choice in this case. Ah, there's a Wrathful Sin Spawn. Well, luckily Kyra's really good at Wisdom. She's not very good at disabling traps though, so that's probably going to be a problem. And we can also discard this to get a little extra edge. There we go. One Wrathful Sin Spawn gone. And recharging this card is super easy, and we still failed. We didn't lose a blessing. That's good. Yeah, I guess we are gonna have to try and... Oh, hey, what do you know? The Blessing of Callistria is very useful for this. The location is closed, and the villain is here. Good to know. So what we might want to do is close two locations temporarily. Explosive runes. Well, shit. Well, shit. Bye-bye, Amico. You've bought us a chance at not getting exploding runes. Hey, what do you know? And a bugbear. Yeah, I think it's time to get the big guns out. Lightning touch. Nope! Still take a damage. And we're going to get rid of Eloquence, because that's mainly for recruiting allies. And after you play the spell, you may get a spell back, if it's at the top of your hand. That is his special ability. Well, Mariciel, it's time for you to fight Irelium. And let's definitely close this location if we can. We should have a good chance of doing so. There we go. Now the location is temporarily closed, and they can't run there. this, I guess, will do. Encounter, failed the wisdom check, get a whole 1 extra difficulty when we have a bastard sword. And somehow still fail. Good job. And of course, because the bastard sword was two-handed, we couldn't actually use our magic shield. Whoops. Well, that location wasn't closed. Oh well. Huh? What? No, no. Don't do that. I do apologize for that. That was Spotify randomly turning on. Anyway, mace. That's added our thing. 3 and fire trait. Yeah. Yeah, let's burn it up. On a roll of 1, discard the top blessing, which right now is... I don't know. Doesn't matter. Combat. Combat strength, I guess. We will reveal our fire deck. We will also add d4 there, and I think that is unfortunately all we can do. So we only have a 58% chance. We did fuck it up. But it's okay, because we can recharge that to take no damage. And... she gets moved over there. But as you can see, the villain will not go to a location that's already been closed. So Kyra can theoretically close this area, but I think she's gonna save that job for someone else. Wonder Force Missile. Nope, don't want it. Oh dear. That noise is the noise of being low on cards. Why would I avoid a giant gecko? I mean, it's cute, but it's not that cute. Okay, Siren. It's only a wisdom check. And therefore, it's a really good idea to stack the deck here, because sirens are bastards. Kill the siren as quickly as you can. Not going to do any end of turn actions. And Kara is going to go back and successfully close this location. Yes, please. There we go. Thieves' Tools. Adds dice. 99% chance of closing the location. Location is closed. 11 turns left. Will she manage this? Also, she gets a random free item. Potion of Healing. Yeah. Gonna heal myself. Don't really need it, but that's good. It's good, like that. Ah, henchman. Hey, henchy. I have 3 dice worth of murder. Occasionally, henchmen will have their own cutscenes, but this one apparently didn't. Oh. Welp. Oh, hey. We will fail the wisdom check. And... ooh, which one should we use? Should be 1d6 plus 1, 1d10. No-brainer. So far, so good. And once again, we've got to fight another one to close the location. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, everything, yeah. Fighting 2 in a row actually did have an effect on our difficulty. But, cool, she's not here. Grindy low. As you can see, the combat check is rather nasty, so I'm bringing out the big guns. And then I'm gonna use the sage to... yeah, why not? Hey! Do we get to draw that? No, we don't. Well, both of us have to. Each character at an open location, and yeah. Okay, well, Goblin Raider is a henchman, so we get to use our improved Sage Journal to still fail. That's impressive. Let's try and use Mirror Image to evade the damage, and no! Discard 2. Welp. Choose a weapon or item to bury. I will bury the quarterstaff. Next up is Kyra. She thankfully has a much better chance of getting everything done. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually close a location, because it's a trap, not an actual henchman for this scenario. That ain't good. That would be nice if we could get it, but we can't. Right. Kyra has no divine cards. This is bad. We kind of need a divine card to heal up. Yeah. Otherwise, we're in trouble. And we're in trouble anyway, because we've only got 5 turns left. Everywhere's kind of been closed, so, let's have him support here. And this is why you might want to give cards. This is a card that I can't use, but next turn I could give it to someone. Honestly, I don't really care about that Matic, and then we can give that card next turn. Potion of Hiding. Okay, get a Potion of Hiding. Very good. Blessing of Iristil. Always nice to get a blessing. Staff of Minor Healing. Yeah, that would be pretty good, actually, considering we're low on cards. And we're not really Oh, and a divine spell. Lovely. But because it's a spell, our special ability has an unwritten extra rule that if you get a spell, you can explore better. Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. Bugbear. And once again, you know, always try to recharge your spells, even if Stream Luck is working against me today. Nope. No, I do not wish to do anything yet. Masterwork tools. Yes. Yes, please. Fuck. Huh. Oh, shit. No, never mind. I thought I screwed up more than I had, but I hadn't. Okay, chainmail. I may bury it, because I'm good at heavy armors. But I'm about to die, I think. Ready? Nope, not dead yet. Okay. There we go. He gets detect magic. Shock longbow. Didn't have a chance of getting that one, but it's okay. Okay, so now we have detect magic. We can look at the top deck. Okay, the villain isn't here. We know this now. We can recharge its card and it adds to our deck. It adds to our survivability. It's okay. I'm not going to say it's great. It's definitely got its flaws, but it's pretty fun. Okay, improved Sage Journal for extra chance of murdering. And Force Missile for extreme chance of murdering. Bye-bye. Right. And then we succeed. Yay! We keep one of our Force Missiles. And we possibly discard a blessing? No, no, good. Okay. Unfortunately, we've lost. We have lost. There are no blessings left in the blessings deck. There are no turns left to be had. So any second now. Ready? Click, click. Oh no, we lost him. However, never fear, because you still have to manage your cards. You might have gained a lot of cards, as you might see here. So, Blessing of Torag seems cool to keep. I really don't care about Potion of Hiding. I don't particularly care about the Potion of Vision. The Braces of Improved Protection would be nice, and I don't care about more than one set of Thieves' Tools. Okay, that's that sorted. We are putting things in the stash. Our stash only, you may have noticed, has a very limited area. Right, since we permanently banished an item. Actually, do we have any decent unclaimed items? No, we don't. So you get a Potion of Vision. I'm so sorry. Potion of Hiding I don't care about. Yeah, Wizard Guy gets no blessings. And as you can see, he got 2 new spells. That one's a Cleric spell. Don't worry about that. And Detect Magic is kind of eh. So let's swap out that Guidance for an improved Guidance. And let's swap out one of these generic Blessings of the Gods for another Blessing of Erastil, the goddess of archery, I'm guessing? I haven't played Pathfinder, so I wouldn't be able to tell you beyond what I know from the comics. So, that will improve her synergy with Mauricio. And now... Get rid of, get rid of, get rid of, get rid of, get rid of. No. Still have 4 cards to get rid of. Get rid of the shit guidance, and get rid of all the Blessings of the Gods. Each card that actually can be sold, the starting cards can't, will get you a whole 1 gold. Oh my god, 1 gold. It's... Oh, be still my beating heart. And let me see. We could try this again, I guess. But we could also show off some of the other stuff. We could get a treasure chest, for example. Let's see if we get... Let's buy 2 treasure chests, because you can also buy stuff in-game to improve your odds. But... Here we go. Yay! Now, thankfully, the cards from a treasure chest will go to your unclaimed deck, which means until you actually use them... Ooh, nice. Good mage stuff here. 2d6 check to acquire an ally, so it's basically a better troubadour. 1, 2 constitution, succeed at a charisma or diplomacy 10 check to evade a monster's highest difficulty. Meh. Okay. So that wasn't bad. Yeah, unclaimed cards, until you actually claim them, you don't have to sell them off if they go above your stash. Only once you started claiming them. So, that's good. Okay, start with the epic. Oh, hello, baby. Yeah, good against giants. Might want to keep that one. Quarterstaff +1. Don't really care. Spike chain +1. Don't really care. Trident +2. I guess it's okay. Bam. We got items. So, yeah, this is basically Pathfinder Adventures. You go through things. Tell you what, let's do the starting quest at a higher difficulty. Why the hell not? Again, there's always that 30 blessing limit, which you may have noticed the Wrathful Sin spawn. Yeah, easy money. There are some bandits. Yep, it starts with bandits. Better than starting in a pub, I guess. I like this guy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the goatee. These guys, not so much. Yeah. Okay. So, wisdom, that's ably suited to them. Random monster, that's ably suited to them. Don't change the turn order. Skip the preview, we've seen it. Okay. Several blessings of the gods. That's a good start. Dart is kind of terrible, but, you know, it's a ranged weapon. We can discard ranged weapons to get quick bonuses. So, that's good. Didn't get a potion of healing. That is a shame. But we do have a cure ready, so that's good. Ooh. Undefeated. Damn, we should have, we shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Let's get rid of one of these Blessings of Gorum, which is a generic one. Shit. Well, I guess. Yeah, Goblin Commandos are jerks, just so you know. And here's the gimmick here. On a roll of 1, take 1 fire damage. Well, I guess we're using the cure on ourselves, because we sure as hell need those blessings. And hopefully we'll be able to recharge that cure. Yes! Very good. Hey. Potion of Fortitude. Well, I guess. We instantly succeed a Fortitude check if we banish it. And then that happens. Honestly, I don't particularly care about the, the superior longsword. Bye-bye, Goblin Commando. Okay, that's just annoying. That's just very annoying. Well, you know what? I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. That automatically healed. Christ, I can't even remember his name now. Valeros, yes. That auto-healed Valeros because I didn't have anything to heal. Okay, Cape of Escape. Bit of a cape escape. And indeed, the cape did escape. Now, here is where... can we use this one to discard it? Yeah. Yeah, let's just beat this disable check. With Thieves' Tools. Do we get to recharge it rather than discard it? Nah, but I don't particularly give a monkeys. And I get a free item. Potion of Healing. Hell yeah. Might as well use it. Get all our cards back. Very good. Yeah, earlier areas are relatively friendly. Cultist would normally be a, yeah, let's recharge that to add a little extra. Yeah, Cultist would normally be a henchman in another game. Oh, right, the wild card for the scenario is every monster, take fire damage if you roll a 1. Ugh. I can see that getting very, very, very annoying. Yeah, see, Potion of Vision, not so hard. Oh, but there we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, we didn't have to discard a card thanks to the potion I was dissing just a moment ago. And yeah, off-brand D&D, the card game, with some fee-to-pay elements, but not terribly egregious ones, it must be said. Still, we are taking longer than I'd perhaps like to close these locations. There is still a luck element to this goddamn game. And that's how quickly you encounter henchmen. I should be encountering henchmen a lot quicker than this, but luck of the draw is not helping. Oh, there we go. Bandit. Before you act, recharge a card. Gee, I wonder. Crappy dart. But every time I recharge a card, I also draw a card in this scenario. Finally, we get to close a location. Maybe. Except it's a wisdom check. Oh! Okay, the villain is not here. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that asshole as a card. Okay, let's see. No serious need for discards there. That's fine. That's going to be for Wizard Boy. That's actually probably going to be for the Warrior. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, Valros has diplomacy. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone meets a skeleton. Everyone meets a skeleton. Everyone gets this shitty fire damage wildcard. Grrr. Valeros, you're using a blunt weapon, so you don't get the extra difficulty. However, you still get the bullshit wildcard for this second difficulty level. Wizard Dude, you are definitely not using thing, and in fact you're going to use... There we go. Skeleton is dead. Apparently lightning works just as well on skeletons as it does on anything else. Who knew? Oh no! 1 fire damage. I'll get rid of that card. That I said was useful right at the beginning, but... well, that happened. And everyone else was at a closed location, so, yay. Hey! Here's the villain. Wait, fuck. No one gets hurt. And we've got a bounty to collect, so we might as well murder him. Do we want to try closing the location? I guess. I mean, it's a check. And we get 3 dice for it, so what the hell, why not? Location is closed. He can't run there. But we have to recharge 2 things. Let's recharge that, let's recharge that. And then we draw them again. And then the dice fuck me. And he gets to run away somewhere else. But we don't get to close the location. Except he might have run right back here. Let's find out. Non-combat, yeah, except that strength would be like double. So let's not do that. Oh, wait. Shit. We just did. Fuck it. Either it's on the top or the bottom. Let's find out if it's on the top or the bottom. It's on the top. And we screwed it up again, and it's either on the top or the bottom. We'll know now. Hey again, Jubrail! You, Oh no, we didn't get to close the location. Well, Recharge 2, Orb of Frost, which one's worse? Technically Scorching Ray, but we get to draw 2 cards anyway. Improves Age Journal, extra dice, Force Missile, cheap spell. Yes, we're gonna screw you with Magic Missile. I'm so sorry, Jubrel. No, I'm not. On a roll of 1, take bullshit. Did not take bullshit. Location is closed. Very good. Nope. Okay. Now, which one were we wanting? Intelligence, Arcane, Charisma, Diplomacy, Dexterity, Stealth. Yes, that one. Doog. Well, shit, I kind of do want a Doog. If only to explore the place better. Wait, why are we discarding one? Why did we have to discard that? That wasn't explained. Well, let's encounter someone else, and murder them. Very good. On a roll of 1, take bullshit. No bullshit. Very good. Plague Zombie. I do not like Plague Zombies. If we screw this up, then we get extra damage. But we didn't. Good on us. Now you were going to go somewhere here. Yes. Huh, zombie. Warhammer. Oh no. Oh dear. Well. Divine Spell. Don't really care. Let's get rid of a Night Watch. And Blessing. Yeah, Blessings are quite easy to acquire. Blessings are also nice, and we don't have that one. Cure Spell. Wouldn't mind it. Definitely wouldn't mind it after this. And we get to explore as well. And another spell. Nice. Except this is one I've already discarded a couple of times. And we get to explore again. Bandit. Recharge 1. Augury. Okay, Mr. Bandit. You are unfortunately going to die horribly. And I'm not even going to use a spell on you. Or not. See if mirror image actually works this time. Yep, I took no damage. And I get to cure. Nice. Recharge this blessing. Because, hey, when the symbol is the same, you can recharge instead of discarding. Didn't really avail us, but whatever. Doop-a-doo. Spyglass. Might as well find out what's ahead of us. A guide and Jubrail. What do you know? Yeah. Let's try and get hold of this guide. No. 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 Oh well. I will contain my sadness. Somehow. Hey again, Jubrail. Okay. Temporarily close locations again. Bam. Location closed. He can't run there. Temporarily close location. Funnily enough, we have a +4 in diplomacy. Valoros is good at diplomacy. Location is closed, therefore he will not run anywhere but here. Before you act, recharge 2 cards. Recharge. Recharge. Okay. And we get 2 blessings. So this guy's going down regardless. Bullshit. Utter bullshit. So this is a thing that just happened. Oh no, he might run to the wizard. Oh no. He ain't gonna run towards the warrior, but he might run towards the wizard. And unfortunately, we are kind of in a difficult position. I mean, we got a chance now of beating him. There we go. On a roll of 1, take 1 fire damage, which will not matter because we have no cards. Jubrail is gonna run either towards the wizard or right here. No, he ain't gonna run right here. He's gonna run towards the wizard. End of turn actions. Recharge. I don't have a card in my hand. And as you can see, we might be a little bit screwed. Okay. Diplomacy. We've certainly got enough weapons. This is really going to annoy me. Whatever that discard. I think that's another goddamn, modifier. So let's just discard the battle axe. I just want this guy dead. Recharge, because, hey, it's automatic. I'm a fighter. Unfortunately, I can't use my magic shield because all the weapons I have are two-handed. So I might as well... Ooh, pardon me. I might as well discard the magic thing. And somehow failed the diplomacy check. sometimes I feel like the deck is a little stacked. Just, you know, a tiny bit. I don't know where I'm getting that impression. But either way... Oh, hi, Jabrail! This isn't like the 5th time we've met you today. But you might run towards the fighter. That's good. That's good, I like that. Let us recharge Acid Arrow and Quarterstaff +1, to be honest. Reveal spell. 2d4, 2d4 and 4 straight. Bam. Bye, mate. Again. Are you going to run towards the fighter or this other location that we haven't actually closed? Well, you sure as hell aren't running here. Unfortunately, time is running out. We really need to find that guy. So it's time to go to the very last area we haven't unlocked. We haven't locked, even. Yeah, before you act, Scout will shoot you. Oh no. Reveal. Okay. Now let's shoot you in the face. We could even have added 1d6 to recharge a card and murder him some more. But we didn't need it. No, we do not want to discard 2 cards to explore again. And funnily enough, we're going to be using the cure on ourselves. We're going to recharge. Really? Somebody doing the first thing? Joy. Oh, it's crushing weapon. Skeleton definitely gone. And we are gonna discard Poog of Zarangel, a friendly goblin. Wow, 2 maces. And we might as well add a little fun with the Orb of Frost. There we go. Okay. On a roll of 1, lose 1 of my maces. But no. And then do it again. Okay, what do we get instead of a mace? Improved guidance. Yes. Yes, I will use this. Okay. You say there was something else I was able to use, but... No. Okay. Location is very close to being closed. In fact, it is closed now. But we'll see if the villain Jubrail is here or next to the fighter. Doop 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 doop. Nope, he's here. Well, ain't it lucky that well, that ain't so lucky, but Yeah. Oh. Iomide. Okay. We really basically need to, get this place going. We really need to close this location very quickly. Actually, no we don't. No we don't. We just have to move rail. Right. Because we can temporarily close this location quite easily. There we go. This should actually work. Recharge 2. Eloquence. That's a non-combat intelligence and wisdom check, so we'll recharge those, and what do you know? Yep. Bye, Jub. Take me to Sheriff Hemlock, who is actually a card in my deck. And there we go, we won! There we go, we get rewards. Hey. And more of this. Oh, damn it, I don't want to get rid of Doog! I gotta find someone to give Doog to. The guide I don't really care about. The generic blessings, woot. Boots of Elvenkind, hell no. Potion of Fortitude, maybe. Blessing of Desno, we'll want to give that to somebody. Augury, we really don't care about. Blessings. Generic blessing, have a Blessing of Desno. There we go. People. I actually quite like Poog, so you don't get Poog. Honestly, Nightwatch is more generic than a Doog. Yeah. They both add 1d10 to the perception check, they both have discard the card to explore the location, but I prefer Doog. Yeah, that'll about do it. Okay, get rid of these generic blessings, Boots of Elvenkind, Augury, Dart, the Guide, the Nightwatch. All is good. So, this has been Pathfinder Adventures. It's an okay game. It's got some minor issues, some minor silliness, and of course, grind, and stores, and dice. Like, like, really? 33 off and it's still... Yeah, okay. Actually, speaking of... Is that really how you get the dice? Sorry, I'm gonna briefly continue just to look at this, because this was a part that was very unclear. The UI is not the friendliest, and I'm going to be mentioning as much. But I didn't actually know that was how you equip dice. I do have different dice. There we go, yeah, okay. Light grey. Cool. We already have blue and red. We have lots of red. There we go. That's how you customize things, apparently. So, I'm gonna take another smoke and caffeine break, and then I will be back with Slime Rancher, the final stream for today, and hopefully reviews will be up either later tonight or, you know, over the week at themadwelshman.co.uk. If you like the stream, if you like the reviews, if you like the art, anything, please click the support link in the description. And yeah, there are lots of ways to support, some which don't cost you any money, which are just spreading the word. Anyway, right, smoke and caffeine break, and I will be back with Slime Rancher. Take care, everybody.